Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video about Boa, and in this video I'll be teaching you guys the best accessories to use inside of type soul at the current moment and which bosses to farm to actually get them. So if you guys end up enjoying it, like, subscribe, and join my Discord down below. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so the first item for your head is obviously going to be the Wheel of Adaptation. It's simply just the best one for head accessory. It gives 8% defense. So basically, if you have like 500 HP, it would give you like 42 HP back, which is just insane. That's more than any accessory currently gives. And it's just flat defense. You need flat defense. This is the highest defense thing inside the game. So yeah, that is what you can run. That is what I highly recommend to run. But if you want life still, if you want to test out life still, then I believe it's called Benevolent Starlet. It drops from Unahana. That is probably what you guys are going to want to try. But Will of Adaptation is just, in my opinion, better. But, you know, life still might be insane, or they might buff it. So that could be better inside of the future. Now, the next thing that you guys are going to want to run. Now, there is better than the Bone Mask, but I don't have the code one. Whatever it's called, the Barak Diamond, I don't have that. If you do have that, that is technically better in like every single way as a face accessory. But I do believe the Bone Mask is like the second best one. If not, then I don't even really know. But yeah, this one is decent. 10 HP, 2.5 ray, 2.5 posture, 0.5 defense, and 0.5 ray regen. It is decent, but the whatever, the Diamond is technically better. But you had to have gotten it during the Toad thing. So if you didn't get it during the Toad, then you'll never be able to re-get it unless if they re-add it as a Toad. If they do end up re-adding it, that would be nice, or making it tradable, then you can trade for it as well. But this is going to be the best face one, I think, if you don't have the Diamond. The next one is going to be Bleeding Willow or the Oberus Pendant. It really just depends on which you prefer. The Oberus Pendant is a code one. It gives 7 HP, 12 ray, 1.5 defense, and 2% ray regen, which ain't bad. But the Bleeding Willow is just all in all more balanced. You get 1% defense, 2 posture, 10 ray, and 10 HP, and 0.5 meter gain. And there is 2 other options, because this is a net accessory. You guys can also get Flying Hurricane, which is 15 HP, 2 ray, 5 posture, 0.5 ray regen, 5% modane, and it makes the wind sea move guard break. Or you can get Storming Beast, which is 12 HP, 8 ray, 2 posture, 0.5 defense, 1% ray regen, and 2.5 meter gain. Now, in my opinion, I like Bleeding Willows the most because it gives the most amount of defense, and I'm kind of going for a defense build. And it has a balanced amount of HP and Reiatsu. I would say the worst one, in my opinion, unless if you're not having Reiatsu problems. If you're not having Reiatsu problems, go Flying Hurricane. But it only does give 2 rays, so if you are having Reiatsu problems, then go one of these 2. It really just depends on what you are kind of needing for your build. Or you can obviously just go Oberus Pendant, which does give a good amount of ray regen, has a good amount of ray, decent amount of HP, and probably the highest amount of defense. But it's just kind of meh. I like running Bleeding Willows personally, but you could go really any of those 4. The next one is going to be Berserker's Wrapping. Berserker Wrapping gives 5 HP, 2.5 ray, 2% defense, 0.5 ray regen, and 2.5 meter gain. Now, there is another one that you can run, which is the, I forget what it's called, but it's called the something ticker. I don't even know how you did it. You guys can go through the Trello. Let me just try to find it inside of the Trello real quick. It is called something ticker. I know that for sure. This one, Siphon's Ticker, which is 10 HP, 5% ray, 1% defense, and 1% meter gain, which isn't bad. It is more HP, but I do think this one is still all in all better for the defense and just everything else that it does offer. But you can go Siphon's Ticker if you really want to. It's kind of just up to you. It's kind of personal preference. The next one is going to be Dreadful Bone Armor. Now, Dreadful Bone Armor is going to be the best armor in the game right now, because it does give 12 HP, 5 ray, 5 posture, 2% defense, and 2.5 ray regen. That's just like the best that you can offer. I do want to say though, the Vanity has to be the ugliest thing I think I've ever seen. So if you actually wear the Vanity, you're simply weird, because that has to actually be the ugliest accessory I've ever seen inside a video game. But the stats are technically the best out of all the torso things. And then the next one, we have the back. Now, a lot of people don't even know that back accessories are a thing, but this is the best one that we have. 7 HP, 5 ray, 2 posture, 1.25 ray regen. It's not terrible. I wish it had some defense, but it's definitely the best one that you can get for a back accessory right now. And then we have Cursed Pants, which you can run tighter team pants, but I think these ones are just all in all better. It gives 7 HP, 2 Ray, 2 Posture, 1% defense, 2.5 meter gain, and 2% reduced meter drain. So you gain meter faster and it drains slower, which is pretty insane. And still just a good amount of HP and defense. And then the last thing is going to be Cursed Pelt, which drops from start. 5% HP or 5 HP, 5 Ray, 2.5 defense, and 1.5 Ray regen. So now we'll just be going over basically everything. So this one is going to be the best emblem, Stark Pelt. This is going to be the best Blade, which is going to be Cursed Pants. Talon's Cape is going to be the best back. This is going to be the best torso, the bone armor. And then Berserker Wrappings is going to be the best arm. Bleeding Willow, in my opinion, is going to be the best neck, but you do have 4 options. You guys can decide what you want. Bone Mask is going to be the second best one, where Barak Diamond is going to be the best face, and the Whale of Adaptation is going to be the best head. Now, from where all of these drop. Now, the Whale of Adaptation does drop from Min Start as well as Cursed Pelt. So the first boss, or not Cursed Pelt, Stark Pelt. The first boss that I recommend you guys to farm is going to... Oh, one thing that I forgot is Son of Revival as well. It's 2.5 HP. It's a waste accessory. It's the only waste accessory inside the game. But anyways, Stark Pelt and the Wheel of Adaptation both drop from Stark. So Stark would be the first boss I recommend you guys to farm, because you can get 2 of your drops from there. Now, the next thing would be the Bone Mask and the Bone Armor. Because those 2 are just together, it makes it easy. If you don't have the Diamond, that is the next person that I would recommend you guys to farm. And then probably the Wrappings, as the Wrappings are like the best thing that you can actually get. That drops from Kenpachi. The Bone Armor, I actually don't know where it drops from. I would have to search it up or just look at the Trello. It should be pretty obvious, but I don't actually know. I believe it could be from Talon. No, Talon drops the pants and the cape. So Talon is another one that you guys could farm. If you don't want Cursed Pants, then you could go Tiger Team Pants with the cape and farm Talon next. Okay, yeah, the Bone King. I'm actually stupid. So the Bone King is going to be what you're going to want to farm for the mask and the armor. Like I said, you can farm Talon for the cape and the pants as well. And then the last thing, yeah, the cape, that's from Talon. Cursed Pants and the Lifesteal one are both going to be from Unahana. So Unahana is also one that you can farm if you want to go to the Lifesteal one. And then Son of Revival is from the Fear boss. So it really just depends on what you're going for. But I would say the number one to farm is definitely going to be Stark Pelt. Because you get Stark Pelt, Will of Adaptation, and then you can farm the Bone boss for Bone Mask, and then you can farm for Bone Armor. Then you can do Talon. If you don't want Cursed Pants, then you can just get the tape, and then you can get Tiger Team Pants. Or if you do want Cursed Pants, you can get this, and then you can also get, from Unahana alone, you can get Cursed Pants, you can get Bleeding Willow, and you can get the Lifesteal hat, or a head, which is pretty decent. And then the last thing, once again, Son of Revival does drop from the Fear boss. But that is basically going to be the best accessories. You guys can leave down your own thoughts on the best accessories, because some people might have their own ones. Some people might like Ticker more than Berserker Wrapping. Some people might like, for example, Storming Beast, I believe it is, over Bleeding Willow. It really is kind of personal preference. But yeah, those are my personal best accessories. I do believe you should run what I'm running. It's just overall going to be the best. But if you guys have your own, then you guys can feel free to leave it down inside the comments down below. But basically what I run is the Magaraja Wheel with Bone Mask, because I don't have the Diamond, with Bleeding Willow, with Berserker Wrappings, with Bone Armor, with Talon's Cape, with Cursed Pants, with Stark Belt, and Son of Revival. That is what I personally run, so you guys can feel free to leave your own inside the comments down below. But yeah, I also highly recommend you guys buy this T-Stay thing. Where is it? T-Stay's Boss Elixir makes everything so much easier to get. I think it only took me like an hour to get all those drops, so I highly recommend buying that as well. It's 250 Robux. I might be doing some of them giveaways inside my Discord, so join my Discord. But that's it for me. If you guys end up enjoying it, like, subscribe, and join the Discord. But yeah, I'll see you guys inside the next one. Peace.